Part of my responsibilities are ensuring that we have a full volunteer staff every semester. Everyone who is on the air is a volunteer. It's making sure that we are on the air at all times. It's also very important making sure we just run as smoothly as possible on the air, and just kind of supervising and helping every DJ that comes through here get better. I've been in radio for about 4 years now. I started out at Ole Miss in Rebel Radio 92.1. It's kind of where I realized that, you know, this radio thing is kind of cool, but it's definitely a challenge because you definitely want to be here as much as possible to learn as much, get as much experience as possible. It is definitely a challenge because, I mean, there are 9 other student staff directors as well, so we all have to balance our work life, our school life, personal life. It is hard to take 12 hours and then be here 20 hours a week, but in reality you're usually here for more. But usually when I get here about noon, just about every day, I go see what the DJ is doing, make sure they're all set. I also have to make sure that the program log is good to go for the day, making sure that the music is scheduled properly, any programming that we have is scheduled properly. Basically, I'm here just supervising, just making sure that people are just doing their job, doing it correctly, offering any kind of tips that I can give them along the way, just making sure that everything is running as smooth as possible. The hardest part for me is just kind of making sure that everyone does their job, because everyone has a job to do. And if one person hiccups or is not here, is not doing something correctly, then obviously we have to pick up the pace for that person. So just the hardest part is probably just making sure people do their job, and if they don't, then someone has to pick up the slack, and it's usually me. I have a show on Saturday nights from 9 to midnight called Acoustic Infusions. It's where I play a mix of acoustic and blues, anything from Jack Johnson to B.B. King. So that's it's always a fun Saturday night because I get to play my own kind of music, have my own kind of vibe around the studio, which is always fun. So I'm trained to be on air whenever someone's not here, or for my show as well. So I mean, I definitely don't mind jumping on whenever I can. Acoustic Infusions, Saturday night from 9 to midnight on FM 88.1 and KNTU.com.